Hi, my name is Jason Hewlett, and this is my book review of Noah St. John's Millionaire Affirmations. Not affirm, but Afformations. Now, I'll have to be very candid here. When I got this book, I opened it up from Amazon, and it says Millionaire Afformations, a word I've never heard before, the magic formula that will make you rich. And I literally said, yeah, right. And I sat down on my porch and I started to just glance through it. And then Noah's infectious enthusiasm and passion for his message kicked in, and I was all in. I was not expecting this read to be so entertaining, so vulnerable, so candid, so awesome, but Noah really knocks it out of the park. This is a 5-star book. And I mean, not only is it an interesting concept, but he gives you some real big time things to think about. So if you've never heard of an affirmation, I'm going to give away his definition as to why it was created. But that is a word he came up with, because if you've heard about having a positive affirmation, F-I-R-M, affirmation, that's just like an I am statement in the mirror, like, I am so handsome. Even if you don't believe it, you're trying to say it every day. I am so great. And even if you hate yourself. And so he talks about how those don't work, which I tend to agree with because of my personality. But here's why he came up with this concept of affirmations, which is F-O-R-M. To form is Latin word formare, or formar, which means to give shape to. And he says, that's when it hit me. This is page 34. I'm sorry, Noah, if you see this, that I'm giving some of this away, but I think it's important for this review. What if you're making something firm, but it's in the wrong form? At that moment, I realized why affirmations don't work very well when we're trying to change our lives. It's because we're trying to make something firm that we formed, or before we formed what we want. So he's talking about truly shaping the life and the destiny we want. I realized that instead of trying to make something firm that we don't believe yet, like I am so handsome, I am so great, we first need to form questions that change the thought seeds we're sowing, which would then empower us to change our lives. That's how he created the name, the Afformations method. Okay, so as I'm thinking, what is he talking about? Like, how can I come up with my own affirmations questions? And luckily, he gives us 1 million of them. And this really did shift the way that I'm actually teaching my children how to talk to themselves now. I mean, I really have gotten a kick out of this book. So, for example, he talks about focus. And instead of just saying, I am so focused, and you don't believe it, he says to ask like an affirmation question. Why is it easy for me to focus on what I want to do? I love that, because now I'm asking myself a question that can ignite action. Why do I focus on my strengths and talents? Now that's my kind of affirmation, truly, because I can then ask myself why I'm doing it in the first place, and then I'm going to do it. Not just saying, I have so many strengths and talents. This completely blew my mind. I was not expecting this cool of a read. Why do I focus on my blessings today? Just good, cool stuff. There's probably 1,000 questions that he gives us to ask ourselves. And yes, of course, he gets into the millionaire stuff. Why do I have millionaire habits? I've never thought of that before. I've thought about like, I want more money, or I make a ton of money. But he's asking, why do I have millionaire habits? And then I'm thinking, what are millionaire habits? Am I doing this right? Why do my habits support my new rich lifestyle? Why do I practice better habits so I can live an abundant life? I'm telling you, just some of these questions worth the price of admission. Even if you just read one page in the middle of the book, it's going to change the way that you think. I'm completely loving this book. I'm teaching it to my children. Millionaire Affirmations by Noah St. John. It is an absolute amazing book, even with the skeptic in me that was like, yeah, right, Noah, This is crazy. No way the magic formula that will make you rich is in here. I think it is. And I'm going to start asking myself better affirmation questions in order to get there. This is a 5-star book. This is my review of Noah St. John's Millionaire Affirmations. That's a cool word. You'll enjoy this book.